Good evening, Los Santos. Welcome to the Daily Wire. I'm your local news reporter, Paqu Jamal, and these are your week's news stories. Another car meet occurred this week, this time hosted by Tequila La behind their bar on the intersection of Eclipse Boulevard and Milton Road in West Vinewood. Car enthusiasts from around San Andreas turned out in numbers to support the event, with the winner being a blue Plymouth Superbird, which had just rolled onto the island. The Daily Wire would like to remind everyone to get out to these events and support local businesses. Still in the city, Galaxy nightclub had a reopening this week to celebrate the new influx of staff that had joined the Galaxy team, sort of like a rebirthing. Businesses from around San Andreas came out and supported the business by supplying prizes for all participants. Since then, Galaxy nightclub has hosted a range of events across the city, most recently a beach party down by the pier with an open DJ competition to find the next best disc jockey of San Andreas. We'll be right back after this commercial break. And welcome back. Back into the Vinewood region, and the principal bank has suffered another fatal blow with another robbery occurring this week. Officers were quick to the scene and had the incident under control. This was until negotiations turned south and officers were gunned down by automatic rifles in the famous Vinewood Strip. Officers are currently investigating further into the incident due to the illegal nature of the firearms used, but were also subdued one gentleman using a white Range Rover at the scene. New South Wales Police did not wish to comment at the time. And to the hills around Mount Chiliad, and another all-Aussie adventures took place this week under the watchful eye of Russel Coit. Forward drive enthusiasts were especially excited this week after the arrivals of the Jeep Trailcat and Ford Raptors, and they were imported to the island on the last shipment, and both vehicles proved worthy on the difficult tracks. But all eyes were on the Bifta that could, as it gave its little heart out to the applause of the masses. We're all looking forward to what comes next in the round of imports, especially if they can survive the slaughter of Mount Chiliad. Back into the heart of San Andreas, and Nick Hamilton, an independent lawyer making himself available to the public of our great city, last night was denied entry to a client at Mission Road Police Department. Mr. Hamilton and the Honourable Judge Don Doe presented themselves at Mission Road PD on the request of his client Declan Burt, under the assumptions to be taken downstairs to hear the charges and defend his rights, only to be told no and refuse access to his client during his most vulnerable time. A junior officer pleaded for Declan's rights to legal counsel, but Mr. Burt was instead sentenced to prison for 30 months. Due to no previous issues with accessing other clients, there is a belief that certain members of the New South Wales Police Force wish to deny Mr. Burt access to legal representation for personal reasons. New South Wales Police have not commented about the incident at this stage. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back. Earlier this week, Victor Amuso re-emerged from the wilderness and started up again his pre-loved car store, which is currently moving locations, most recently being located in the multi-storey parking garage on Vespucci Boulevard. Although he has only made a few sales, he told the Daily Wire that business is only just starting. The two vehicles featured are the ones that were for sale when we spoke to Mr. Amuso. Closing up, Mr. Amuso told us that he takes good care of his cars and all the vehicles and make sure they'll find a new happy owner. And last for this week, the Vanilla Unicorn held its first of many Foxy Boxing events with sponsors coming from across the city to support the Gentlemen's Club. Crowds gathered in mass numbers with close to 40 people crowding into the venue to see the women sharpen their claws. The Daily Wire supplied an open bar as well as myself hosting the fights. Jenna Jamison was crowned the champion of the knockout competition, but it was Vicky the underdog who stomped out the competition during the KY Jelly free-for-all charity pit fight with some questionable techniques. We hope the Vanilla Unicorn keeps going back to their roots with these events and allows citizens of Los Angeles to show their wild side. That's all for this evening from the Daily Wire. Remember to join our Discord to stay up to date with all the news and discussions. Remember, if you have a story, then please help us out by contacting on the phone app or letting us know on Discord. Also, we're currently looking for eager interns to join the ranks at the Daily Wire to help spread the load of work. We only require you to submit one story a week minimum. If you wish to help, then please contact. There will be no weekly update next week due to PAX in Melbourne and also the filming of First Responders Live with New South Wales Ambulance. We'll be back with the news on the 19th of October. Until then, I'm Paqu Jamal, and remember, when it comes down to the wire, you'll hear it here first.